In a quarantine world, experience the podcast nobody's been talking about, starring no one famous, past, present, and pointless. Streaming now.
Welcome. This is Past, Present, and Pointless. I'm your host, Alex Carter. With me again is the gullible guest, Leyonie Chambers.
Hi there, Alex. Thanks for having me on again.
Oh, it's absolute pleasure, darling. Absolute bloody pleasure. Straight away with the movie of the week that we've watched. It's from 2010, this one. So it's a decade old. I think it was released in November 2010, so we're not quite at the 1 year mark for its release, but I've seen this movie multiple times. It was first time viewing for you. It's Due Date, so it stars Robert Downey Jr., Zach Galifianakis, Jamie Foxx, Michelle Monaghan, and Danny McBride. It's actually from the director of the Hangover trilogy.
I feel like he was just playing his part from The Hangover. It was literally just the same person.
It was like I would say like an elevated copy of that character.
I don't know, it's pretty spot on. I mean,
yeah, the childish kind of personality and the humor was there, like the stupid kind of, I don't know, chubby guy kind of role, wasn't it?
I don't know, I was thinking more of the fact that he just makes you want to just kill him throughout the whole film. In both films.
Because he's that annoying.
He just messes everyone's life up in everything he does.
He gets on your nerves that much, you're like, could you just not? Could you just step aside? Let the adults do the film, please.
But then
if he wasn't in it, and if it wasn't a character of that level that he took it to with his acting, it probably wouldn't have been funnier, and Robert Downey Jr.'s character wouldn't have anything to bounce off of.
True.
In that aspect.
But I think that's the idea though, isn't it? That it's meant to...
That is that idea, yeah.
It's meant to annoy you.
He was a very annoying, bumbling character. Out of 10, what would you say? First time viewing, did the jokes land? Because some of the jokes, I thought, when I was rewatching it 10 years later, I'm like, bit risky joke there. That was a bit risky. Or you probably wouldn't say that now. Or you'd say it slightly differently.
I don't know, like, in general, the film itself, it just reminded me of so many things that have already been out. So it's not like, it was still good, but like I feel like, because there's been so many films like that out there that are better, I don't think it was as good. I don't think I appreciated it as much as I would have done if I watched that first, like when it first came out.
Okay.
But it was still good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you got to kind of imagine as though you're watching it before other films have come out in the past 10 years that are comedy.
I suppose it's still one of those films that holds up throughout the years, because there's so many films that just don't anymore, and it's just kind of sad. But yeah, no, it still holds up.
It's quite similar in the humor, like the style in it. It's quite, you can tell it's from the same people who like did Hangover, that wrote and produced it and directed it. It's the same sort of style. It's same music's in there, similar music.
Wait,
how it's shot and everything.
How long has The Hangover been out?
Hangover is 2009, the first one.
Is this older than that film?
No. It was filmed and edited and released between the first Hangover and the second Hangover. So it was in the middle year of those two movies.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So maybe like some of it didn't land, or maybe it felt a bit rushed in places because he was trying to do the second Hangover maybe straight afterwards.
I feel like he poured more of his like creativity and like thoughts into The Hangover, and not as many into this film as it could have been, because he was, like I say, focusing on those other films.
I suppose though, but at the end of the day, that they're not the same movies at all. They're totally different storyline, different characters, different everything. So you kind of can't compare it to
they
that.
Are and they aren't. I mean, like, you think about, just take it like in a big picture kind of form, like how The Hangover is. Like, you've got a group of people, you know, someone goes missing, or they're trying to get somewhere, to get into an event that's like at a certain time,
and they
like,
keep encountering different
and things all went
various
wrong
things
along the way, and they're kind of like having to try and like do it really fast because this event's on a certain time and a date, and they've got to get him there. So if you think about that side in sense,
that's a good point.
They are the same kind of film.
I'll take that. That's a good point. Yeah, very good. Yeah. If anyone's seen the movie yet, and you're still like Leyonie here, 10 years later, need a little comedy in your life,
or you're just bored,
or you're just bored, all that. If you like Robert Downey Jr., it's very likable actors, likable comedy. I'd definitely give it a go. The quick storyline in the summary is a father-to-be has to fly home to his wife who's pregnant. She's got about 2 weeks left or a week left, and he basically there's an altercation at the airport. He meets Zach Galifianakis' character, and from there on out, it's just they end up not being able to fly, and they have to road trip together, and it's just an hilarious road trip across country, across America. It's just full of everything. There's car chases, car crashes, there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's guns. I've got a little trivia for you there.
Go on then.
Just so you know.
About the film or something else?
Yeah, about the film. This is new. This is a new moment, okay? So, in the movie, Zach Galifianakis' character talks about a fan site that he calls itsraining2.5men.com, which was actually a real site at the time. I don't know what it held on it. I don't know if it was just a one-page thing, or you could go to 2 pages or more. It was just apparently it was real, and you could visit it at the time of the movie. It's probably just to promote the movie,
or maybe promote 2.5 Men.
Or both of them. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's probably why they had that little bit in the film as well, like promoting 2.5 Men.
Because 2.5 Men were obviously still on.
Yeah,
air, weren't they?
Well, if you find the fact that he's got a little clip from 2.5 Men, and they probably just put him into it.
Yeah.
That tells you that it was already current and it's still around.
And they're both distributed, or both were distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures.
Yeah. So
they probably had like some sort of deal there, which is quite cool.
Causing Inception inside the movie.
But what I wanted to see was that actual episode that he was in. Like a full 20-minute episode of him on 2.5 Men.
Maybe it was on the site.
He's the reason that Charlie Sheen went mental, because he actually got him real drugs on set.
Maybe it was on the site like that you mentioned for like 10 years ago.
Oh, maybe. A couple of goofs as well. These are things that were people noticed when the film came out, and they've rewatched it a couple of times, or facts that are wrong.
Who looks at a film that in depth that they notice geography errors?
Genuinely, you'd be surprised. There is literally lists and lists of people going, actually, the road that they were driving on isn't actually this intersection or highway. It's actually this side. And then something like the roadblocks would never be there on that side of the road. And you're like,
they must live
why?
there, clearly.
Yeah, they either live there, or they're that eagle-eyed and bored with their life.
Oh dear, that line on the side of the road is on the wrong side.
Oh my god. CG it, quickly.
Oh wait, it's fine, because when we film things, it's the opposite way.
Yes, we'll just mirror the image. So the first goof that I found online. So at the gas station, Peter tells Ethan to drive as he is on Vicodin and shouldn't operate heavy machinery. But in the next scene, he takes the pills at Daryl's house and drives the car when they leave. I didn't think about that.
I think by that point, he was just so annoyed with him that he was like, I don't care if I die, as long as I took you with me.
Yeah. But then it's like, if someone watched that and go, wait, hold on a second. So he's took Vicodin. If someone was dumb enough watching the movie and go, he's done it and he's driven a car, maybe I can do it too.
I mean, you could be saying anything like, oh my god, that person jumped off a cliff in a film. Do you know what? He survived, that means I can too.
Maybe, yeah.
So
Bugs Bunny did it, so I can do it too.
Do you know what? There's Iron Man and there's such a thing as Superman. You know what? I can definitely do it too.
They're real.
You bit by a spider, you have superpowers. That's how it works.
Oh my god.
Is that your impression of an evil laugh?
Yeah.
I think you can do better on that.
That's
That's fair.
Would you care to join?
I might just do it randomly at some point in the podcast.
Yours is more of a... I mean, it's pretty.
That's not. I mean, it is, but that's not an evil laugh though.
Maybe it's a sneaky evil laugh. Another point I found: when Ethan opens a bottle of Coke, it actually makes the sound of a can opening, not a bottle.
Do you think they just CGI'd the bottle over after?
I mean, how do you get that wrong though? Could you just not find the noise of a bottle opening?
I was about to say, like, maybe they just did it in editing. They gave it in the
yeah. And then again.
Oh wait, should I actually do this for real?
Oh my god, yeah. So that's the sound it makes.
That's the bottle, apparently.
That's the sound it makes, and it's supposed to be a bottle, so it's more of a without the. This week's impression, I think our zebras went down quite well last week.
That's a very strange noise for a zebra.
Yeah, we found it afterwards, didn't we? And we're like, wow, that's a bit weird. It wasn't anything like that we said that I thought it was, but it was still pretty funny.
It was still pretty weird though.
It really was weird.
You just expected to make a horse noise.
Yeah, or like it
looks like a horse.
It sounded more of a donkey noise, to be fair. I thought so.
Did you ever confirm that if a donkey is actually related to a horse in some way?
Yes, in fact. So the zebra is part of the horse family.
Ha! See, told you, knew it. Knew it.
So the impressions this week, because we've been rewatching it, I feel as though we should do Rick and Morty.
I mean, we all know that you're good with impressions, but mine are just terrible. So mine is just going to be funny.
How
to
about
laugh at.
you? Yeah, that's the kind of the point. That's why you're the gullible guest. I'm the horrible host. Boom.
Oh, that's a good name. Why did
Thank
that not?
you.
Why was that not at the beginning? We only just discovered this name, guys.
It'll be on the intro of episode 3.
Slowly making it better as we go.
I think you could do the voice of Summer.
I don't know if I could.
I
I
think you
can't
could.
remember imagine what she speaks like. She's not even in the episodes we've been watching. I feel like if you did it, I'll try and emulate it. That's the point, isn't it?
I'm trying to think of something she says. It's like really American, so you got to get the R's in there. Shut up, Morty. Oh my god, Grandpa. Right, okay, I got to give my... Which one should you want me to do first, Rick or Morty?
Do Rick first.
Am I doing both of them, and then
Yeah.
you're going to do both of them?
You'll do
Or
one
do you
and
want me to
one.
do one and one?
Yeah,
Right, which one am I doing first, sorry?
Rick.
Rick. Morty! That's a bit more gravelly. It needs to be a bit lighter, I think.
That's still pretty good though.
Yeah?
You gotta go.
Morty!
Yeah, I feel like that's still good.
Yeah?
I don't feel like it's your best impression you've done, but it's still pretty
Okay,
good.
thank you. You gotta get that gravel through that throat. Sorry, do you want me to not look at you while you do it? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Leonie's impression of doing Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty.
Morty! That was too light.
It was. It was good though. I'll give you points for trying it. Okay, do you want another go, or do you want me to just try and do Morty's voice?
It's not gonna get any better.
Okay, this is me trying to do Morty then. Oh, jeez, Rick.
That was actually pretty good.
Is that good?
I think that was
good?
on point.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leonie Chambers trying to do the impression of Morty Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Take it away.
Oh, jeez. That was terrible.
That was amazing.
It wasn't. I didn't even sound like him.
Oh, the good thing is you gave it a go, and hats off, my lady.
That's all I'll ever do because they're all terrible.
They're gonna get worse every week. I'm gonna try getting harder ones.
They're already hard.
Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh, Jessica. That was pretty good.
I feel like the line was better.
Oh, jeez, Rick. That sounded a bit like me on that one. Oh, jeez, Rick.
No, it's still good.
Yeah. You son of a bitch. I'm in. God damn it, Summer. Fuck you, Summer. Fuck you. God damn it.
Too growly.
God damn it.
There's more on that one.
Morty. Takes more than that to kill Rick and Morty, motherfuckers.
Not quite there with that one. But it was still good.
Hey, Morty. Hey, Morty. Hey, Morty.
I mean, your burps just sound forced too.
What time is it, Rick? What's going on, Rick?
That one's just on point.
We can't do it as well as like you see YouTubers do it, but I give it quite a good go.
I mean, I still think it was pretty good.
Thank you very much. Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, so TV series that we're going to be reviewing is The Umbrella Academy, streaming now on Netflix. So for people who haven't seen this, just give you a quick summary here. Spoilers. That should be a little segment. That should be a little thing. Spoilers. You're welcome. Beware. Get out. That's quite. I do like that though. I'm going to use that. So a little summary of The Umbrella Academy. On the same day, in October 1989, 43 infants are inexplicably born to random, unconnected women who showed no signs of pregnancy the day before.
Oh, come on. Put some emotion in that voice when you're speaking about it.
7 are adopted by Sir Reginald Hargreaves, a billionaire industrialist who creates the Umbrella Academy and prepares his children to save the world. But not everything went according to plan. In their teenage years, the fractured family and the team disbanded. Now, the 6 surviving 30-something members reunite upon the news of Hargreaves' passing. Luther, Diego, Alison, Klaus, Vanya, and Number 5 work together to solve a mystery surrounding their father's death. But the estranged family once again begins to come apart due to their divergent personalities and abilities, not to mention the imminent threat of a global apocalypse.
That was a lot better. So just to sum up there, because it was a bit too wordy there, loads of children born from, like, nowhere, like, just one way we're pregnant and then you weren't. Powers, end of the world, they're in a school, and there's a talking monkey. Chimp.
Should have mentioned that. And a talking chimp. Very CGI'd.
Can I just address something, right? Have you not just noticed that everyone else has got a name and a number except 5? What's his real name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do we actually know his name? Did we find this out at some point?
Maybe we will.
Does he not have a name?
Maybe he just wanted to be called 5. He's like, don't call me anything. I don't want a name.
But then how did the rest of them get a name? Did they call themselves the names? Or did their mums give them the name?
I'm not too sure. I don't know.
I just thought that's really like... Because even when he gets to the future and he has that what they call the organisation or whatever, even on his desk it says Mr. 5, so does he have a name?
Maybe not. Maybe that's part of the thing. It might be in the comics, but I haven't read that. But speaking of the comics, it's actually... Is it written? It might be written by Gerard Way, the lead singer of My Chemical Romance.
Yes, it is. I can confirm this.
Oh, wow. So it's originally a comic series. I actually want to read this.
Oh, the comic series?
Yeah. Have you read it?
No.
It might be a good read. If it's anything like the TV show, or if they say, like, it's true to the books, or if the comic is better than the series, then how much better can it get? Because this series kicks ass.
Unless it's, like, proper devastating and it has, like, things happen in the comic that doesn't happen in the series.
Possibly.
I reckon they've added people in or things in that weren't in the comic.
Yeah, they always change it, don't they, to adapt it for TV, because you can't always get the exact representation that you want from the comics or book or novel, whatever it is, to on screen.
True.
So you do change, like, subtle things, or then there's like a big main change or something like that, or they'll just bring in, like, loads of females because it's too male heavy.
Or not so subtle, like they did the Vampire Assistant movie, when they just added in a character that was never there and she was a main character.
What's that?
Wow.
In Cirque the Freak?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
If you read the book, like, she's not even... The main character girl is not even in the book.
Oh, wow.
So...
Just, guys,
That's
we just get a bit females
no
in
one
here,
will
please.
notice. It's subtle. Just get
need to
in
get a
the
bit...
face.
Yeah, okay, just put it there. There we go. Shh.
But in most of the film, no one will notice.
I mean, it's standard acting. Where can you go wrong? Because besides them doing, like, their action
Standard
sequences...
acting out of a box. Do you just purchase it online?
Yeah.
Standard, medium, hard.
It comes with an expert level. Forgot about the expert level.
I'm sorry. You need to level up to get that, though.
Oh, yeah, it comes in a box. Oh, toolkit and everything.
No, is it every time you participate in a movie or a series, you get, like, a new level badge?
Yeah, you
and that's how your
subscribe to
acting
it.
gets better.
Monthly payments, and you get, like, a box delivered to your trailer or your little apartment or your Airbnb that you're staying in whilst you're filming.
Well, I was just saying Airbnb, you'd stay in a hotel.
You probably would, yeah.
It's all about that room service.
Ooh, ching, 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 ching. Wham, wham, wham.
Table of 1, please.
Probably one of the best acting in this series has got to be the kid who plays number 5, because he's supposed to play like a 40-year-old adult, but in real life he's like 17.
I mean, and a lot of kids would probably act how he does, to be fair, if he had those powers.
Yeah.
I feel like the powers ages him more than the actual acting.
Yeah. So they probably just giving him actions like act cocky, or like you own everything, or something like that.
Just your tag.
Or
Just be
moody,
cocky and just make fun of everyone in the room.
and just be like a bit of a moody bastard.
Be a bit of a bitch.
Be a bit of a dick, okay? Just a little bit. Just no.
No, he's not a little bit. He's a lot.
Is he?
He just openly said
It's
to that.
It's because everyone, all the like his brothers and sisters, don't take him seriously, and he's like constantly reminding them. Oh, by the way, it's Doomsday on Wednesday.
I don't think it's something they don't take him seriously. I think it's the fact that they know he's probably right and they don't want to actually admit it because he's a bit of a dick. And they just
but then that makes them dicks.
And then they just think, oh, well, actually, he can sort it out if he knows everything.
Well, then
And that's how he does act.
Yeah, well then he's only becoming a bit of a dick more because they're not helping him and they're not understanding what he's trying to tell them.
They're not understanding how serious it is.
Exactly. It's a massive global, it's the end of the world for them.
But at the same time, I guess they think from the first series that like he didn't really do anything to help. When he was gone all that time, wasn't he? And they just kind of think, well, we survived without you, so why do we need you now?
Yeah, good point actually. Good point. The music, we spoke about the music, but in this second series, spoiler. It's gonna get funny every time. We've only watched episode 1 to 4 so far. From the end of this first season, they time travel basically, and they all end up at the same alleyway, like next to like a diner or opposite a diner somewhere, in like a busy street.
It's an alleyway. It doesn't really matter.
It's an alleyway, and but it's the same spot, but they each show up a year apart from 2 of them which show up in the same year, but like a month apart.
Do you think that's got something to do with the explosion that happens that makes his power a bit unstable?
Possibly.
Because it kind of like pushes them out, doesn't it?
Good point.
So it's like a chain reaction through like time, obviously, because it's blowing everything up. Maybe that's why they didn't land in the same place.
Ooh.
Or it could just be as simple as he's got too many people and he drops them all at once.
Theories.
I like the first theory though.
I like the first. The style.
Yes. Movie, yes.
The style of how it's presented. So like you've got the colours and the ratio of the screen. So you've not got too much. It's not too widescreen. It's not a full image. So it's not fully immersive, but it's immersive enough to kind of draw you in. Like I said, I like to watch an episode at a time or 2 episodes at a time. I can't watch half an episode because it takes you out of it. Whereas if you follow one from the previous episode...
Does it ruin it for you?
It does ruin it for me. Obviously, it's dead easy to just, you watch it on Netflix, you can resume playing whenever you like.
You can still resume, it's on Netflix, so...
It's more immersive if you know you've watched a full episode, so you know where you're up to, like you're in a chapter in a book, reading a book. I like to read a chapter at a time, or 2 chapters at a time.
It's on Netflix, so you can still do that.
The style of, like, the colours and the theme and, like, costumes and...
Do we see any?
Just the costumes that they're all wearing. Like, they got Klaus, he wears, like, because it's in the 60s, isn't it? So he's wearing like 60s like massive gown and like hippie kind of thing.
I feel like that's just his character because he's just like flamboyant and extravagant.
He's trying to be the second coming, isn't he? He's trying to be Jesus, isn't he?
I don't feel like it's that. I feel like he's doing it because he's trying to distract himself from real things.
That's a good point.
He does that a lot with everything, like from his drinking to like it just like avoiding issues and problems he doesn't want to resolve. He just finds something else to fill the time, which is what he did with this episode. The episodes. He kind of just like made a cult. Yeah, that's happened. He made a cult.
That was brilliant.
How to make a cult in 30 days or less.
I just looked at his hands say, it tattooed on his hands, on his palms, hello and goodbye. Because
that's how committed he is to avoiding life pretty much. And the whole time he's just kind of made this cult to just distract him and like give him his mind something to do so he doesn't think about anything else. And then you kind of think, oh, actually, when it comes crashing back to him and he actually just try to live in the moment and solve these issues, it hits back in a literal sense as well.
Yeah.
And it kind of gives him that kind of push. And when he doesn't get the kind of reaction that he wants, that's why he hasn't done it, because it's like a leap of by faith kind of thing, isn't it, really? And it's not kind of played out how he wanted it to, and then that's made him turn to drinking, which is what he does, and then something else to just distract himself so he doesn't have to deal with the fact that he do what he wanted to do.
That's a good point. For anyone who hasn't watched it and you like the kind of comic book style series, if you want something to really get invested in, I definitely recommend this. Solid, I'd say. It's got to be up there. It's got to be at least a 9 out of 10.
I don't feel like I can fully comment because I've seen the whole series, because sometimes it starts with like being really good in a series and like you're invested in that series, and then like halfway through it starts to go downhill, and then like at the end it kind of ruins it all, and you're like, oh, actually that was pretty rubbish. So I feel like I'll hold the recommendations on the scale until I've seen it all.
Fair enough. But like I said, it's The Umbrella Academy. Season 2 is out now on Netflix. You should definitely check it out if you haven't done.
At least episodes 1 to 4.
At least episodes 1 to 4. Don't watch any more than us. Me.
Watch it with us.
Watch it with us. Zoom meet us.
That's in the bonus things.
Yeah.
Little Zoom watch.
Okay, so last week, the life hacks. We tried glasses as a phone stand, and it worked.
Impressed with that, actually.
It was pretty good. I mean, if you're not that visually impaired, and you can still see. You can still see without your glasses on.
We've been through this. You can buy like a couple of pound glasses from the pound shop.
And then I said
that
you may as well
don't work as real glasses.
Then you may as well just buy a phone stand for like £5.
Yeah, but the glasses fit in your pocket easier. So.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, but who's gonna think of that? You may as well just buy one of those pop-out things.
That's what we're here for.
Like a ring on the back of you, or a kickstand.
That's more expensive than spending like a pound.
Yeah, but you can get them that are built into the case.
You can, but then it's still not a pound. The point is, it's the cheapest, most efficient way.
Okay, so if you're on a budget.
Exactly. And if you just, if you're just out and about and you're like, actually, I need a phone stand now. Oh, there's a pound shop there. I want to go in there, get some glasses. Then you're set, aren't you?
So this week's life hacks I pulled from offline. These got me.
Are you gonna do them for me?
I can't do any of these ones at the moment, but we will try them. Believe me, we will try them.
Very unimpressed.
I swear to you, I vow unconditionally to you, darling, that I will try them.
But how am I supposed to be amazed if I haven't seen them?
We will film your reaction. Okay, we will film it happening, and you can film your reaction.
Reaction segment.
That'd be very good. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. I like it. So my first life hack is Doritos are a great substitute for kindling wood.
Do you think the smell of like the flavour Dorito they are when you burn them?
Chili heat wave.
Do you think the smell of like burning or the actual flavour? I'd like to know that.
That's what we'll find out when we do it.
Jeez.
You make so many good points.
I know.
We'll just like do like a little bonus mini episode of just that's a good point. That's a good point. Made a good point there. That's why you're here. You can banter off me.
Record that little bit.
Leyonie Chambers, point maker.
Official title.
Patent
pending.
Put it on your CV. I'm very good with point making. You won't believe it, but I am. So if you haven't got any kindling, but you've got like 50 bags of Doritos in your cupboard.
Have you not got any wood? Use Doritos.
You're the only person who doesn't know what kindling is.
You don't know if the rest of the world knows what that is.
Yeah, just go to the shops. It's cheaper as well. £1 a bag, usually on 2 for £1 or something. 2 for £1.50. I don't know how much they cost anymore.
If they're on sale, £1. If they're not, like £2.50, £2.75.
Yeah.
Also, you say Doritos. Is it a brand thing, or like can any kind of Dorito type with crisps work?
That is also a very good question. We will have to buy multiple. Be cheap expense, won't it? Instead of buying a massive bag of kindling.
Life hacks, myth busted. Do they work or do they not?
Cartified. Okay, my other life hack I found. This is for all you wine lovers out there. If you freeze grapes, I think specifically white grapes, and chill, you can basically chill white wine without watering it down. So if you put the bottle in the refrigerator and chilled it, it'd probably water it down, I'm guessing. Does that happen?
I don't think it does now.
No?
Because if you froze
or if you put ice in it.
If you froze a bottle, it'd water it down, obviously, because it's been frozen and then defrosting it. Whereas if you put ice in it, it's going to water it down. Whereas in the fridge, it's not.
So if you froze the white grapes and you put it in white wine, it chills it without watering it down, and you still get that kind of white flavour as well.
Like as a whole grape?
You can still... Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put like three in there. 3 frozen grapes. How long can you
keep the grapes for?
Oh, they'd be fine because you're freezing them.
When you froze them, defrost them, put them in your drink, do you have to throw them away then?
No, you don't defrost them. You put them in your drink straight from the freezer. Yeah, they're like ice cubes.
Obviously, when you're drinking your drink, it's going to defrost them, right?
Yeah. But it'll defrost them into your drink, but it's not going to like water it down. It'll probably just make it taste more grapey.
I feel like I'm less impressed with this hack only because you can get those ice stones that you put in the freezer. They last forever, and they're like I think about £3 or £4. You freeze them in the freezer, and then you just chuck them in your drink and then put them back in the freezer later. Whereas a grape, I'm pretty sure once you've defrosted it, you have to throw it away.
Why do you throw the grape away? You could probably eat it.
Have you ever tried like a frozen grape when it's defrosted? It'll be all mushy.
Might not be.
It might be.
If it's been in the wine.
These are one of the things we need to know.
That's the whole point of a life hack. It's there for you to try out. It wouldn't be a hack if it wouldn't be real or it wouldn't be good.
I'm just saying there's better ways out there, but I'd still like to see you try it.
I'm not going to try it. I don't like white wine.
No, but technically you could try it in any drink because grapes don't really have a flavour unless you cut into them.
I get my sister to try it. She likes wine.
I also like wine.
Well, why don't you try it then?
I'm just saying you don't need to have wine.
I thought you like red wine.
No.
Oh no, it's Lisa. My sister likes red wine.
Rosé wine, white wine, and Prosecco. Because technically Prosecco is sparkling wine.
Yes, quite. Okay, we'll give that a go. We'll buy some wine and some grapes. Some grapes.
Oh, we just had some because we just left. Put them in the freezer.
God damn it.
We threw them away.
Oh man. God damn it. Okay, so if you cut open a toilet paper roll, you can use them as a cuff, like a sleeve, around your wrapping paper if you've still got some left. Because you get your wrapping paper and it like spirals out, or you put like elastic band around it, it kind of crinkles the paper. Not this. If you put like one round it, just straight in the middle, or you put two at either end, it's the same width as the rolling paper, isn't it? It's a wrapping paper
What
roll.
happens if your wrapping paper is really thin though? Isn't it too big? It's just going to fall off. So you have to have a relatively full wrapping paper for it to work.
I mean, like, I'm thinking in terms of your standard wrapping paper roll.
How sturdy is it though? How well does it stay on?
It might be slippy. You never know.
It'll just come straight off. I imagine it's coming straight off.
But I still like it that it could still unravel a bit, but it's not going to unravel to the point where it's like slipping off everywhere. It might not be the best of hacks, but it's still a good hack. Because
No, I'm gonna raise your hack there.
Oh.
So you could put the roll on top of the wrapping paper, and then you could make a hole right at the back of it, and then you could put in an elastic band through the hole, make a hole on the other side, loop it out, and then put it onto your wrapping paper. That would stay a lot easier.
It would. That's good. Adding to a life hack. That was an unexpected add-on. That was pretty good. Thanks for that. Music for the week. I think we've both been listening to this quite a bit. It's become our
just a little bit.
It's called OSD.
That
it's a new
stands
condition.
for obsessive
Song
disorder. How you know you've got OSD? It's not just if you want to listen to it a couple of times. It's if you listen to it consistently for like about 10 times more, and you don't see if there's any problem with that, and you carry on listening to it. That's when you know you've got it.
And you've listened to it within, say, 2 days, and you kind of know the song. You know the song lyrics.
And you play it at least like 2 or 3 times in a day.
2 or 3 times a day,
if not more.
And
you see no issue with that.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. Like if you just like clicked on repeat one track.
And you felt no shame.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you. I suffer from OSD. No. David, no.
It's got me strong. It's got me.
I did not raise this child to have OSD. There must be something we can do.
Send him to SD Anonymous.
It's the
Song Disorder Anonymous.
It's the lyrics within the song, Mom. They bring something out of me that I didn't know I had in me. I finally understand myself. I know who I am.
Anyway,
the band that we are currently obsessed with is called Fame on Fire. They're a band of 4, and they hard rock. Would you say? Like a hard punk.
No, I'd
punk
say
rock.
it's like I still call it pop punk because punk is like a mixture of like being heavy kind of punk.
It's quite heavy though. In cases like say if you classed I don't know Blink-182, like they're like classic pop punk still.
Yeah.
Still to this day, aren't they? And that
pop rock punk.
Pop rock. That's a good one. Yeah.
Pop rock, I like that.
And they got a new debut album that's gonna come out 4th of September, which is called Levels. And it's basically it focuses on the ups and downs of life. No matter how bad things get, you have to push forward, be strong. You know, if you fall, just get back up again. Get back on that horse.
Do you feel like there's different levels of the song we released? Like they've got albums with just like level 1, 2, and 3 on, and then level 3's got like all the songs on, and level 1's got like less of them on. You got to earn them levels.
Oh. Or if they released it on the vinyl, and if it was like 2 sides, it'd be like level 1, level 2. Because the front cover of it, they've released it so far. They're releasing it with the singles. Is of like it's of an old TV screen, like a big box TV from like the 80s. It's got Donkey Kong on it. I think it's Donkey Kong, where he's with the barrels. Yeah, with the barrels going down the ladders and things. You have to jump over and get to Donkey Kong.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So that's the album cover. I think they're trying to parallel that thought of going up levels in a game, and you know you get knocked down, stuff happens, and there's a big boss every level, and you know you have to get past that, and you just have to every no matter how many times you keep revive. Obviously in life you can't revive, that'd be pretty cool, but you can't in real life.
Everyone comes ready with 3 lines on them. It's their level.
Imagine that.
It's their lives.
Imagine if we were like cats and we had like 6 lives instead of 9.
Do you think every time you lost a life, you'd forget who you are and you'd start from the beginning, or do you think you'd retain all those memories and you'd every level would go through, and everyone would remember you?
Like amnesia.
Everyone would remember you, or they wouldn't remember you.
Or
except for your family, obviously.
Every time you revive, oh my god, what if you went back to a checkpoint in life? That would be horrible.
Like birth.
No, not birth. Jesus Christ. You failed. You get reborn. You
That'd be
shit.
horrifying.
You fucker.
That'd be horrifying.
Jesus. But imagine if you were yourself
Ooh.
in present day and you get reborn in that child's body and you're getting reborn, but
So,
you
like-
know what's happening.
So, like, all your
That'd be
family
great.
remember you, and obviously you keep your family, but, like, all the friends you've made and everything, they just forget that you exist every time you die. That'd be horrible, wouldn't it?
That'd be disgusting.
Oh,
I don't wanna think of
mean,
that.
You don't have any anyways. It's
I don't
fine.
have any friends. That's horrible.
But I would forget you. Oh, that's sad.
Exactly. That's what I meant by a checkpoint.
Imagine if you both died at the same checkpoint. Do you think you'd remember each other then?
We'd revive at the same checkpoint.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if you died at the same time as someone revived at the same time, like, you'd remember each other.
This is some deep convo.
Mm.
But I hope that never happens. I hope we just carry on with
We've
life.
gone from, oh, that'd be cool, to, actually, no, it doesn't. No, it
We
doesn't.
started off the segment talking
Picking up.
about music. If you're into that sort of stuff, in that music, not that sort of stuff in life where you're getting reborn and shit, that's a totally different conversation.
When you say
but
levels, I kept thinking of, like, the levels in Photoshop because I've been doing that today. So that's literally what I keep thinking.
that's where your mindset's at.
The box comes up, it's called levels. So I was like, colour
God.
gradients.
That's that thing where you just you know you got one thing imprinted in your mind. It's just there for like the rest of the bloody
True.
week or month. So the OSD for us for the week is called Not Dead Yet, and what can I say about it?
It's amazing.
It's brilliant.
It's
The
so
way
catchy.
It's catchy. It's got a good chorus.
I don't
it-
feel like it's not too heavy either,
No.
but it's like a good vibe song.
Yeah, it is. It sends out positive vibes. Although it's like a kind of, it literally is one of those I'm not dead yet. Like, you know, you've thrown all this at me.
I'm not dead yet.
I ain't dead yet. You gonna throw all this shit
Excuse
at
me,
me?
don't steal my stuff. I'm not dead yet.
No, it's mine. Come back, please. It literally is a song about, you know, I'm getting knocked down and quite a few times, and I feel so like the weight of the world's on me. I feel like shit. I can't. There's no possible way of getting out of this, and then it's just one thing after another knocking you down, and it's you taking a stand at everything that's trying to get you down and saying no, F you. I'm not dead yet. It's kind of like us when we play zombies.
Oh, is that PG version there?
Hey?
You just hold the swearing there.
What?
You went F you instead of fuck you.
Yeah.
Were you being PG?
Yeah. For all the PG listeners that are obviously going to listen to a song that has fuck in it.
I mean, most people don't really stop people from listening to songs, so.
What if it was just a song? I'm here talking about how like rich and powerful it is, and like about life and death.
Substance.
And it's actually just about playing a video game, like us when we play zombies in Call of Duty Black Ops. And
Can I name drop in there?
yeah, send us free things. Send us free things. Xbox.
Free games.
Free Xbox Live. Is this any thing where we just keep going in and out with the mic, just whispering like this? You love that, you do. But it's
So do you.
it literally is. It's like, you throwing all this at me. I'm not gonna let all these zombies kill me. If you're down on the floor, I need reviving. I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna break that Zombieland rule. Don't be a hero to
Be a hero too many times.
Be a hero too many times.
Or be a hero, save the other person, and then they get up and then you die.
Gotta get that ray gun. Gotta get that gobble gum. But honestly, if you like rock, if you like pop punk, if you like bit of soul,
No, it's not soul.
it's not soul.
It's not soul.
The band is Fame on Fire. Album's out 4th of September.
End scene.
I should also mention they do quite a good cover of All the Small Things from Blink-182.
Oh yes, we've heard that.
It's a
haven't
heavier version, but it's got a nice subtle breakdown in the middle. It's just heavier vocals and heavier bass, guitar and drums.
I feel like I'd always be a sucker for the actual original Blink too.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because it's like nostalgia.
It's
isn't
fun.
it,
I've just realised that's who I compared it to before. I compared the band to Blink-182,
Yeah, you did.
and then they did a cover. Subconsciously, that's why I did it.
Do you think
I did it
all
on
our
purpose.
thoughts are like being projected to things? That's like when you talk about something and then it just appears or it's made. It's because your thoughts are just out there. No.
Like you're listening to your own thoughts. Like we're like a Google in our head.
It's like we accepted the cookies and data in our minds,
Yeah.
and then now that's
It's like
what
we're a
happens.
secret Alexa in our head, like just listening in. Okay, the pointless facts. These are pretty weird last
Hit me.
week, weren't they? You know where the babies talk, the baby
Oh,
talk,
that was
and
so
the
weird. That sounds a very weird thing if anyone hasn't watched the first one. Baby talk, baby talk, baby talk.
baby talk,
Baby
born
talk.
without bones.
Give me an impression of a baby talk. You said it now.
Of baby talk.
Yeah, I've got to
But
hear it
this
now.
isn't impressions.
I know, I've just got to hear it. You said it.
What? Just goo goo gaga?
That was terrible.
No, is that what you want me to say? That wasn't the impression. Is that what you want me to say?
Like a baby, just like an impression.
That sounds demented.
If you're creepy.
If you're a demon baby, this is what a demon baby sounds like. Mother.
If you want to steal souls. Okay, carry on.
So this is it's so pointless.
Let me
Like,
hear it.
You're gonna thank me so much you'll be able to sleep tonight when you've heard this. So the blob of toothpaste
Oh
that
dear.
you already, yeah. The blob of toothpaste that you put on the end of your toothbrush has a name. Would you like to know?
Toothpaste?
Would you? That's what I thought it was, but apparently not. It's got a term. It's got a name
Go
for
on,
it.
hit me.
It's called a nurdle.
Why?
Oh, exactly. Why does that need to
Who
have a
comes
name?
up with that name?
Oh, I know.
Why is it not just called
idea.
toothpaste on the end of my toothbrush?
Or just the blob of the blob.
The blob tooth. The tooth blob.
Paste blob.
That one.
Thank
I like
you.
that. I like that.
Thank you.
I took my hat to.
I tip the hat to thee. I got another one here. So wearable eyeglasses.
Wearable. I like that.
They were made around the time of 1284. Like glasses that you could actually wear without having to hold them. Like a monocle. You'd have to
Yeah.
kind of... get like kind of wedged in your eye.
A
doesn't it?
monocle.
I wish they'd bring back monocles. They were so fun.
Just wear one as a costume and then do like an evil impression.
Just to wear. Sorry, I can't read this. Let me get my monocle out. Someone's just reading it there.
No, Alexander, I want you to die. That was it.
Was that it? Was that
Okay.
it? Decent. Give it.
I need a cat now. Thank you.
This one. Dogs aren't fully colourblind. They're just partially.
Oh, they actually.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought they were fully colourblind.
they
Like it was just greys everywhere.
Wait, so explain this to me, like, what? What
I
sense?
think they have trouble with your more rich, like deeper colours, like purples, oranges, reds, and then green. I think green was one of them that they can't distinguish
So
quite
it's only
well.
some colours. that they
I think it's
mixed
similar.
with.
Yeah, it's similar to how people and humans are partially colourblind.
Are we?
Yeah, so they see like not us, you muppet. People who are colourblind.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh.
So it's kind of like cats then, because cats don't see colours how we see them either. They see them in like different tones and shades.
So, yeah, so partially colourblind people or fully I'm not too sure because I'm not. They see reds and oranges as like a brownish colour,
I
don't
think
they?
it depends on the person, because my granddad was colourblind.
Right.
But only between like, I think it was like green and red, he got mixed up.
Oh, okay.
So like, if he was driving, he'd have to remember where the colours are in the traffic light to remember which one's which.
Yeah.
Because they
Okay.
look the same to him in the colours, but like obviously they
Oh, wow.
weren't.
Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. So yeah, dogs. They see things like blues. I think it was yellow. I think they see whites and blacks.
So they can see a zebra.
Yeah, don't they? Zebra, wolf. I see that one. When they're going to the zoo with me, and they're going, "Oh, human, what noise does a zebra make again?" Oh my god, that was even worse than the first episode. And I'm gonna move on to the next pointless fact because this is so pointless at the moment.
I mean,
Anybody?
isn't that the idea?
This is yeah, this is a pointless fact for it's not pointless to me because I quite like this fact. They're pointless for anyone who doesn't like movies, so they wouldn't be listening to the podcast if they didn't like movies. Trailers for movies, they used to be shown at the end of a movie in cinemas, or the pictures, as they used to call it, the picture house. Let's go to the picture house on Friday night.
My nan used to call it that, to be fair.
Yeah, I think the older generation, that's what they distinguish it as.
But when you go to the cinema for like £2 or something like that, like get
God,
like
the
sweets and
days.
popcorn, get on the bus or something, all for £5, and I was like, what?
Amazing. Or you get your pick and mix from Woolworths the day before.
Pay for half of it and not pay for the half.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. It's okay. They've gone bankrupt. It's fine. You say what you want about them.
They're not watching us.
Yeah. So hence the name trailer, as you would in like Americans call it, a trailer on the back of their back of my pickup, man. But it turned out it was hard to keep the audiences once the movie was finished, so they couldn't show any previews for the next movie.
It's not really hard to realise that, because people just want to leave. Unless it's a Marvel movie, they just want to leave straight away. So
Yeah. I think like Marvel is probably the only movies that do post-credits scenes anymore.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
hang around.
I love the trailers of films, but at this point in time, I really wish they put them on the end so I can leave. We keep seeing the same 3 trailers over and over. I feel like I've seen all these movies so many times. Like, I've seen it.
The few times we've been to the cinema recently,
it's just terrible.
The exact same trailers. Even if the movie's like a U or an 18, they'll show you the exact same 3 trailers in a row.
It's not even just the trailers. It's the fact that the last time we went, they just showed us a trailer, and then they were talking about the trailer. Then they were talking about the trailer. I was like, what?
It fitted because we went to see Inception.
I know, but it was
Trailer Inception.
It's just so annoying. Like, I was like, I feel like I've been there when they've made this film.
You felt like, oh yeah, I remember when they filmed that. Wait a minute, no I didn't. I wasn't there. Oh my god, what have they done to my... I wasn't dreaming it. Was it real?
So right now, I feel like I want them to be at the end so that I don't have to watch them.
Or just cut them out altogether. Watch them on your phone. Watch them on YouTube. Easy.
Until new ones come out, obviously.
Yeah. So we'll leave the pointless facts segment on a fun one. Okay. Did you know Barbie doll has a full name?
I did not.
Did you not?
What's the name?
It's 3 names.
That's
weird. Can give you a clue.
Like a hyphened name.
No, not hyphen. The 3 separate names. I mean, the first name suits her, but then like the last 2 are like, where have they come from?
Okay, go on.
Do you want to take a guess at them? I can give you a clue. I can give you the first letters of them. So the first letter for the first name is B.
It's not Barbie, is it?
No. It's Barbie. The first letter of the second name is M. And the third letter of the third name is R. So you got B, M, R.
And they're all separate names?
They're all separate names.
Belinda.
Go on, say the full name. Say the full name, what you think it's going to be.
You said separate names.
Yeah. Her full name.
Belinda Michaels. What was the last one? R.
Man's name. Yeah, R.
It can be a last name as well. Rhonda.
That was back to front. No, and no. Sorry to disappoint. So, Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts.
That's alright, though. Fair, that's the last one.
Barbara Millicent Roberts.
What a name.
Hiya, Barbie.
Hi, Ken.
Has anyone else got a name or just her?
Wanna go for a ride?
Sure.
Hop in.
Just leave it like that.
Just at the wedding. So, Barbara
Millicent Roberts. Will you take...
Do you take...
Ken.
Kenneth. Kenneth to be your lovely wedded plastic man.
That's funny.
Comes in fun sizes.
And he just undresses her at the wedding. Undress me everywhere.
Whoa. Who played that song? That's for the bedroom.
That would be that wedding song, wouldn't it?
No, it'd be the bedroom song.
It'd be their whole life song, wouldn't it? We literally,
Does he take her last name because she's famous?
Middle name as well. Ken Millicent Roberts. Oh, funny. Okay, so last week, my movie quote of the day that apparently I got really told off for that I didn't do it in the correct way.
If you're going to do a quote, you should do the impression to go with it.
I realise this now. I mean, I'm going to give it a good go this week. Apologies for last week.
Just for anyone who hasn't read the description or seen your Instagram or whatever, are you going to tell people what the quote was?
Yes, I am. I've told them already what it is.
Yeah, I know, I've seen it.
So if you haven't seen the post online, my quote from last week, that's why your hair is so big. It's full of secrets. Sounds better. I'll give it you. It does sound. It does sound better that way. It's Darren from Mean Girls. Classic movie. Classic quote. It's so quotable, that movie. This week, are you ready for this?
Okay.
Yeah?
Sitting ready, prepared.
Okay. You got a dream. You got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. If you want something, go get it. Period.
Oh.
Yeah. Is it ringing some bells?
I don't know.
It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. I can give you a clue.
Go on then.
I'm not going to give you actors' names or anything. I could give you the year it came out. It was 2006.
That's not helpful.
It's a father and son story, and it also involves a Rubik's cube. That's the three clues I'm gonna give you there. One more time. Do you want me to give the quote again?
Ethan, did you make a film?
Do
Is
you
there bows and arrows included?
Is it? For anyone that doesn't know, that Ethan, your friend, who's who can do a Rubik's cube in like 2 minutes.
No, not even that. It's like less than a minute.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Jesus Christ. Can you do it blindfolded?
I'll get him to send me a video and show you.
Oh
later.
God, yeah. Please do.
No, it's why I said that is because he also does archery as well. So.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So he's a Hawkeye wannabe.
Yeah, essentially.
Can he solve Rubik's cubes with his feet?
Don't know.
Or can he do a bow and arrow with his feet?
That I'd like to see.
That'd be
Could
funny.
you do a bow and arrow with your feet?
Oh my God. I'd try
Feet
that.
are the strongest part of you, so.
They are my big toes. I mean, master toe. Hard at work.
When you're tired and you're just passed out, you're just taken around by your feet.
Just crawling me on the tracking my body behind me. Jesus Christ.
Do they have their own name?
I don't know. What should I call him? Benji. And Thomas.
Dumbass.
Thomas.
I got that.
Get it?
Oh.
Thank you.
Anyway, say it again.
Alright, the quote again. You got a dream, you gotta protect it. People can't do something themselves, they want to tell you can't do it. If you want something, go get it. Period. Little hand gestures in there as well. I was feeling
You were
that
in
one.
that moment.
I was in the freaking zone in that one, boo. Go on.
I'm so bad at quotes.
2006. It's got a Rubik's cube in it. It's a father and son story. I mean, the father and son story should give it
Have I
away.
seen it?
I want to say you have. I mean, I like to think everyone's seen it. It's a powerful movie.
That doesn't mean I've seen it. You know better than anyone. That doesn't mean I've
Well,
seen it.
yeah, you've seen a lot of movies, so I don't know how broad the spectrum is. It's got an actor in that we both like.
I'm trying to think of anything with a Rubik's cube in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm focusing on.
You're just
The
thinking
cube.
just think about your friends solving them now. That's all you got in your head. Just done.
Is his son the cube?
Done. Next, is his son the Rubik's cube? Oh my days. Yes, his child is a Rubik's cube called Rubik. He's just there giving a whole speech to his Rubik's cube and then throws it at the wall. Fuck you! I
He could
can't
have
solve it.
legs. His head could just be a Rubik's cube.
Oh my God. Rubik's cube human hybrid. Couldn't get my words out.
How did
Jesus.
he get that one?
Stab in the dark. Go on. 2006 movie, Rubik's Cube, father and son story. Stab in the dark. Go.
I don't know why. The only thing coming to my head is like the pursuit of happiness.
That's it.
Is it
That's
actually?
it. Amazing.
I haven't actually seen that film.
Have you not? Well, you may have heard that quote somewhere
It's
in
because we were
passing.
talking about Will Smith.
There you go. I mean, boom.
I was just thinking in my head.
Brilliant. On it. That was great. Very well done for that.
I don't even remember seeing a Rubik's Cube at any point in the trailer or anything.
It's in there because it's like it helps him with his mindset, doesn't it? If he can solve a problem.
What's it even about? I don't even know what it's about. I know he's got Will Smith and he's got a son and that's
So
it.
he's trying to start his own business with like a prototype model, something he's got.
Rubik's Cube.
No, that's just like a side story. He's lost his wife. They're like divorced or
Rubik's
they're not
Cube.
together. To a Rubik's Cube. She's gone off with like a cube. Solving it world championship. He's basically... fucking hell.
Okay,
Stop
go.
thinking about the cube. It's the cube of Rubik.
Stop saying it.
I'm not. You're the one who's saying it.
Now I'm just thinking of that film that's actually about it. Sorry, go on, tell me what it's about.
And he's down on his luck. Nothing's going his way, and he becomes homeless with his son. And it's actually played by his. I think it's played by his daughter, but it's
His son's played by his daughter.
Yeah, in the movie.
That must be really-
Played by Willow.
I feel like that's really bad for her self-esteem.
I don't know.
You're a boy now. He's got a son though.
Or
Why
was
is
it
his son
Jada?
not
Or
playing
was
it?
no. Oh no, what I'm thinking of.
What?
It was Will. No. That was it. It's his son, Jaden.
That makes
in
more
this
sense
one.
because
Yeah.
he's an actor whereas she isn't.
I was thinking of I Am Legend. That's Willow, isn't
Wait,
it?
in what?
His daughter.
How? When is
I
she
Am
in
Legend.
that?
In the flashbacks, when he's like in the car with it, he's like, "Daddy, look at the butterfly."
Is that his actual daughter?
Yeah, I think so.
Is this every time I'm in a movie I'm going to get my kids in there?
Well, yeah. That's the whole point of them being named Willow and Jaden.
Will Smith, we've got this big budget movie for you. We need 2 children. We're just going to cast these... No. I want my children in there.
No, it's alright, man. I got it.
I won't do the film unless my children are in there.
Deal.
Sold.
That is it. My gullible guest for the week was Leyonie Chambers. Thank you very much, Boo, for coming on again because you
You're
live with
welcome.
me.
I mean, I don't.
You got no other choice. I mean, you're gonna kind of do it, against your will.
Do you feel like that these things keep happening that make me stay here? Like, did you break your car on purpose?
I mean, maybe.
I'm just gonna do this, and she'll never know because she's gonna favorite cars.
Just do
If it's broken, turns out it's not broken.
Oh,
We have a boo.
we have a guest. Another gullible guest. I think they're hungry.
Maybe.
Hello. Whoa.
That was a good one.
That was a growl and a
Can
half.
I see an impression of that? Too much emphasis on what you're saying a word, but that was pretty good.
No, I just sound like a car trying to...
You
like a
do.
motorbike motocross.
Because you're putting all the emphasis on the actual word in it.
Yeah. Oh, he's got my foot. Horrible.
That's the other
Oh my
boo behind
God.
you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not him.
Little bastard. Don't you meow.
He's not meowing, he's
Naughty.
growling.
Naughty kitty. Jesus Christ, you sound like one in heat.
I'll have you know that cats don't make noise when they're in heat.
Oh, they don't, do they?
They don't.
No, that's what they do.
Mm-mm.
Or is it dogs? I swear they do.
They do not.
I'm going to look this up.
I own a cat that's in heat a lot.
I own 4.
You do, but they're all boys.
One's a woman, have you checked?
She's not ever been in heat yet.
She's not fully developed yet. She's not a woman. She's only a girl.
Whereas the cat at my house has been in heat several times and she makes no noise.
But
do you know what
she's
she does?
had no male cats around her, so you don't know if she makes noise or not.
She just lifts the bum in the air. Maybe that's
So-
when they're actually.
Hello.
Maybe that's when they're actually doing it.
Yeah.
But not actually when she's just in heat herself.
You know, that's probably what I'm thinking of.
There you go.
That's probably... Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Now, if anyone's got an impression of that, that'd be so funny.
Oh, that'd be... Oh, my God. That'd be weird. Just...
So either you can do it next week.
Row.
That's definitely not it. That's your cat normally. What's wrong with your cat?
Oh, I don't know. It's got a form of, like, I don't know, epilepsy. It's having a fit. I think we should go and feed these mini boos. They look quite hungry. Actually, he doesn't look chunky. Chunky don't look hungry. She just looks bored out of her brain with that cone on.
She looks sad.
She looks sad. She don't...
The cone of sadness.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Cone of sadness.
The cone.
Deep sadness falls across the land.
Because that's all she can see.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up now. I've been your horrible host, Alex Carter. This is Past, Present, and Pointless.
That concludes our episode for the week. Make sure to follow, share, and subscribe for more pointlessness.